Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I felt like sitting outside, talking to you guys, seeing what's up. I guess it's just today for me, morning reflections, if you will, or just not even morning reflections, just kind of talking about what it feels like or what it is. I don't know if this video will reach anybody or anybody will understand what I'm going to be talking about, but hopefully my story and what I talk about helps somebody else out there that I didn't have to help me, or I had to go through it firsthand to experience where I am now, if that makes sense. But, I want to kind of talk about a conglomerate of things. One, it's never my goal to go off on individuals just to go off, or it's just like I have nothing else to do. I don't bother individuals because I don't really trust anyone, to be honest. I don't believe that anyone's really got your best interest at heart a lot of times, and so I really don't understand people in general in the fact of like, what is the purpose of stopping to tell somebody to put your nastiness or your negativeness into their life? Like, what is the purpose of like social media stopping under somebody's stuff that you don't like, which you already know you don't like, to say, I don't like you? I don't really understand the purpose and point in that thought process or that thinking. For me, I've always been Giovanni that does a different thing, doesn't do what everybody does, or doesn't like what everybody likes, or doesn't walk the same path that everyone does, which I don't believe that anyone has to walk the same path of anyone. I believe that people are born to be able to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. And I find it really, really hard. I find it really odd that when you're content doing you and you're doing yourself, someone else or others have to come and downplay you because you're okay being you and you don't have to fit into everybody else's mold. It's just a really hard subject. It's a really hard thought process, something that I don't really understand why it even needs to be discussed, because I just feel like we are all born different and we're allowed to be different, and that's what makes up the totality of people and a community. And it's going to be all over the place as the things come to my mind because nothing's set, but hopefully you guys are with me, understand. But the times right now are so dramatic, so necessary, so literally world changing, climate changing. And anybody that is not focusing on that or acting like that's not an issue is part of the problem. And I just don't understand when individuals do things like, you sleeping with the oppressor. So because of what you choose to lay your body that is yours next to is not what you would choose to do as an individual speaking, it becomes an issue. I don't understand what I do in my bed, or what you do, or Sally does, or Joe does, or Timmy does, whatever they do in their beds. What does it matter the color of the skin that the person you are sleeping with? Every white person is not the oppressor. Every white person is not the devil. Just like every black person is not the names that they call every black person. Every Spanish person is not the names that they call every Spanish person. Every white person, again, is not the devil. Every ethnicity, whatever the monikers are that they call them, are not these things, not every single person. So narrowing your mind out to say, you sleep with the oppressor because you sleep with them white people. What does that have to do? That is such bullshit that I've never understood how your mind can be so narrow to think that. I'm sorry that everybody doesn't want to walk in a line and wear the same clothes and look the same and look like you, dress like you, talk like you, and all that. I find it it's a twofold kind of situation. I find it that a lot of African Americans, you're okay until you're gay. There's in the black African American community, there's this divide. Like, okay, you cool. Oh, you black? Oh, you gay? No, no. We're not with you now. And I find that to be a higher percentage of the African American community, in my experience, that is okay with you until they find out you're gay. Not all, of course. I'm just saying I do find that this has transpired. Okay, and I find that in my experience, this is a higher thing. Okay, but then you have your own, like what's going on right now in race wars and what happened with George Floyd, and you have individuals on social media still attacking each other over absolute trivial, complete, utter nonsense. You're attacking We are literally trying to make a movement in the federal government with the president that we have to deal with about we matter. We matter. We can be strong together. We are people. And literally others are going on social media still talking about trivial nonsense. Because you just feel like, because you woke up in a bad mood. Because you just in a bad mood. So I'm just going to forget everything going on. Let's not forget that we're still in the middle of a pandemic. I know that a lot of you don't believe in this pandemic. I do. And I'm staying COVID-19 free. And it boggles my mind how people can trivialize all that we're going through right now to just continue to talk about each other for no reason. Like, honestly, it has been a hard thing. Let me say this for whoever's watching. If you're watching, I hope you're watching. If not, well, I got it off my chest. But let me say this. I've experienced more racism, more oppression, more bigotry from my own than I ever did from anyone white. Than I ever did from anyone in my experience. Okay? My own, because I don't dress like them, because I don't speak like them, because I look like this and I don't look like that, or whatever it is at that particular reason or point or whatever it is, trash me to doom. Make me feel like I'm lesser than just because I'm doing what I want to do. Make me feel like I don't matter because I don't walk and talk the way they walk and talk. Yes, personal story about me. When I was around 7 or 8, I moved into a very, very, very upper class neighborhood, suburb. And when we went, my parents and me went to go get the house. The next day when we went back to move in, they had burned 3 crosses on the yard and bust out all the windows and said niggers die, and spray painted niggers die on the wall, and swastika symbols all over the inside of the house. Yes, that was white people. Yes, that happened. That was also the 80s. I'm not making any excuse. I'm not saying that I haven't experienced racism from white people, but I've experienced more hatred, more bigotry, more racism from my own. If we're going to be honest about it, the whole light skin, dark skin thing. There's people, and I know, I call names, but I'm not going to do that. But there's people that have an issue with light-skinned people because light-skinned people feel some type of way. Oh, y'all red ones feel some type of way. Because us dark ones, y'all don't like the dark ones. Because what the fuck are you talking about? Is this real life? This is what is important to you? The skin tone of you makes you less black or more black than the other one? Like this is, we have to do a better job. Oh, I'm peeling. Oh, that was a bug. We have to do it. We have to do a better job as people. It's just, it's so crazy to me. The divide within the own community, your own community, the divide, your own community, the lack of affect or the amount of hang-ups in your own community. First of all, any gay, male, female, or whatever you are, the they, the them, the non-gender, the gender non-conforming, because I don't want to miss anyone, the lesbians, all of that, the trans, all of that. When they say all gay people get on a boat and get out of here, it's going to be all of you, no matter how real you are. No matter how real you are. They beat that girl. Our community beat that girl in Minneapolis. I don't know what transpired before. I'm just saying they beat that girl in the state where the things have kicked off. The black men beat a black trans woman. You know how crazy that is in this time, in this day and age, right now, what's going on right now? You know how crazy that is? If we want change, we have to change it together. We can't be like, well, I mean, we're all right over here, but them over there, them over there, I don't know about them over there. Those ones, oh, okay, but the light-skinned ones is all right, but not these dark. This is crazy. This is crazy thinking. This is crazy thoughts. And I just want everybody to be one if you want to be one. Like, if you want to be part of something, be part of something. But I'm not going to sit there and put myself on the front line for a sect of people that want to sit there and bash me just because where I pay my bills, where my name is on the account, where my name is on the stuff, where I'm in my backyard with my garden, sitting with my tea, my phone talking to you. I'm less than because I happen to sleep with a man. I don't get it. I don't understand. I think that times are really, if we want to band together, we need to band together if that's what we're going to do. But if we're not going to do that, then let's not. But some of y'all faves on social media with this nonsense bashing each other for no reason. Bashing each other, not even really talking about the real subject matter, but then sitting there behind a screen talking about somebody else because what they did yesterday or what they did in the news. What they did in the news is not necessary at the current moment. What we need to do is educate, formulate. I tried my best. When this COVID-19 thing happened, all I did was share information. I wanted each and every one of the people that were on my page, or even that were on my page that might have shared the information I shared, to have all the proper information and be able to educate themselves on things. I think that in times like this, it's about getting together. It's not about the trivial nonsense that we've let ourselves go into for just shits and giggles. Social media is a great tool for a lot of different things, but I do believe that when you have some sort of voice, you do have some sort of a responsibility. That's my thought process. That's not maybe everybody's thought process, but it is my thought process. And I don't understand. I don't understand it beating each other up for no reason. I have felt I veer away and I stay away from the mix as much as I can because I have real life to live, and I'd rather be in my house or enjoying my garden or enjoying my life than be in the mix. But it's really sad that you can't even be with a group of your peers without feeling like you're being talked about for just being yourself. Not because you did something, but just for being yourself. And it's just, we have to stop that. We have to stop that. And again, if we want Black lives to matter, then between the African Americans, the blacks, they got to get together first for all the Black lives to matter. All. for all the Black Lives to matter, that black people have to get together and cut the shit. Stop worrying about what the next one does and just celebrate the next one. Get together and move along together. It's just the way I think, and it's just I just it's morning time, and I just woke up and that was on my mind, and I wanted to talk about it. And I'm sorry if I bother somebody or whatever, but it's just what I feel. My road to 40 has been a long road. My birthday is next month, and I have lived life. I have been through a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I have been shunned by my own community, if you will. Still happens to this day. And that's why I do me. I've always done me. I'm so good and free about it now. But it's like, do not push me, and do not think now at 40-year-old Gio, that 40-year-old Gio is not going to say what he needs to say.